Aniko's channel, guys. I was so hungry. Oh my God. I said, let me get something to eat while I talk to you guys. How you doing today? You know when we go on a diet, the first thing we do, we want to use tomatoes. Well, I'm over in Italy, knowing that we're supposed to be doing a Mediterranean diet. And this is what you call a Capri salad. And I love this because it's so fresh and good. It comes with a little mozzarella, basil, tomato, and some balsamic vinegar. It's really good. Does anybody know why tomatoes are good for you? Let's talk about it. I'm smacking in everything. One thing that's better than tomatoes. Well, I want you guys to see the tomato while I'm talking about it. The tomato, which is why a lot of people have high blood pressure. And it's just a healthy thing. I can eat this like an apple. Then it's actually a fruit because it has seeds. That's what they say. It's an argument. But the number one reason why it fights off heart disease and high blood pressure is because of the lycopene. The lycopene. You know, I'm horrible to pronounce the words, but lycopene. Lycopene is, I think it's spelled Lycopene. It's natural. And it reduces like the blood, the salt in the blood. It does a lot of good things. It's antioxidant. That's what it is. But one thing that's better than an actual tomato is an actual watermelon. I love this right here, okay, because a lot of people don't know that the watermelon originates from Africa. That's right, more in the southern parts of Africa. And even down to Pharaoh and the kings and queens, they had watermelon seeds in their tombs. Good evening, Sonia. Good evening, Miss Taurus girl. So I want to talk to you guys about this actual watermelon. And I live in Chicago, so we don't get watermelon but like one season. You know what I'm saying? In the summertime, you know, getting close to the spring. But a lot of states, they can get this because it's grown throughout the whole year. But this is a very important fruit. It's a superpower fruit. Okay? And I'm going to talk to you about this. It has 40% more lycopene than an actual tomato. Okay? And you really want to choose the watermelon with red flesh. Okay? So I'm going to teach you guys a couple of things that we are in our Mediterranean diet because we got something to learn today. I'm going to teach you how the multiple ways that you can use watermelon and love it naturally. Yes. But let's still talk about why this watermelon is so good. And we want to deal with the seedless watermelon today because I'm going to cut in squares. Sorry about that. I want to deal with the seedless watermelon because of what we're going to make at the end of this cooking show. So thank you guys for joining me on the cooking show. We're going to make a couple of things today in this show, and we are highlighting the actual watermelon. And I want to tell you how good it is to have and use. This is an African thing, okay? I know a lot of people try to crack jokes and say we like fried chicken and watermelon. But baby, let me tell you, the staple of us, especially in Southern Africa, is the watermelon. The watermelon is a superpower food. And a lot of people do not know that, especially my people. It's not just because it's sweet and it's good, but it is good all the way around. So we already talked about the lycopene, okay? Watermelon is also an antioxidant. A lot of people don't understand that. It's also a natural sunscreen. If you get enough in this in your system, it can protect you against the sun, but I still advise people to use a sunscreen. This is real talk. Watermelon, you can make masks, and I'm going to teach you guys today how we can make a mask. We're going to use this in multiple ways, guys, and this is so exciting to me. So thank you for coming and watching the show. We're going to cut this watermelon up because we're going to make something with this. We're going to talk about this. The watermelon also has amino acids like I was telling you guys. And I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I think it's citrulline. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but the main amino acid that watermelon has, it actually lowers the blood pressure and it lowers the risk of a heart attack. Did you hear what I said? How many black people are suffering from heart attacks? Heart disease, heart problems, high blood pressure. You know, they can solve this if they get a daily dose of watermelon. Now, we don't want to overdose on watermelon, but you definitely can get your nutrients on with watermelon. Another thing watermelon does is protects joints. No wonder why the Africans are so athletic. We get over here in the United States in the Western civilization, we forgot our roots. So this is just not a Mediterranean thing or a Mexican thing. This is African. Okay? Beautiful. So we want to get the watermelon that's actually red. Okay? Not the yellow one and not the orange flesh ones. Okay? It also has vitamin A in it. That means if you feed your kids enough watermelon, you may just eliminate that glasses bill, right? We want our eyes to be healthy, and when our kids get older, we want them to be able to see and not have all the issues that we have now, you know, with cataract and all this other stuff. Yeah, we got that. It's also, a watermelon is 92% water. I have to remember this. This is all water. You can see the water dripping out. So you get hydrated for real from the inside out when you have watermelon. Okay, so I know you say, well, I don't want to eat it every day. Well, there's a lot of things we can do to kind of sneak in watermelon in your life. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and men, if you want smooth skin, I'm telling you, watermelon is it. It has vitamin A, vitamin B6, and vitamin C. That's a lot of powerful vitamins. That's why watermelon is a superpower food. And again, it originates from Southern Africa. That part. If you want it for ice cream, ladies, we're going to learn how to make ice cream with this. Yes, we are. And when you cut up your watermelon, what we're going to do is take a Ziploc bag, and what we're going to do is put some cubes in here. Okay, so I'm prepping you to make your own sorbet. I think that's how you pronounce it, S-O-R-B-E-T. Help me out. I don't profess to know everything, but I do know I don't know how to pronounce words. But I know what I'm talking about. So you would get a couple of these, and depending on how big your batch is, okay? And we're going to put it in a Ziploc bag because we're going to freeze this. And we're going to come back and make watermelon sorbet or sorbet. Somebody help me out, okay? We're going to put a couple of these in there, all right? We're going to freeze this overnight. And I'm going to come back and teach you how we can make watermelon ice cream. Simple, less than 4 ingredients. You'll be surprised, and your kids are going to love it. All right, so I'm going to put this in the freezer. And now what we're going to do is make us some watermelon juice. So I'm going to get my blender. I know you guys see the blender right here, but we can't fit everything in the camera. Work with me now, okay? One day I'm going to have a whole set. Trust what I'm telling you. So we're going to put the watermelon inside our blender because we're getting ready to make watermelon juice. Now, this is the kicker, right? When I went over to China, okay, and I had to spend a long time over there in Shanghai, and my salon is in the French Quarter. Every restaurant that I was going in served me warm water, and the only drink that was available was watermelon juice, watermelon water. That's what they called it. I said, what? And when they served the water, y'all, the water was hot. So I tell black folks all the time, if anybody eats fried foods, Asians do. But they drink warm and hot water. Okay? Not only that, they drink a lot of watermelon. China is now the #1 producer of the superpower food watermelon. You can also find watermelon in the desert. Isn't that something to make you think about something? Think about this. A lot of watermelon can be found in the Kalahari, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it began with a K. Don't quote me. But you can look it up. It's found in the desert. Isn't that something? I think about how God allows hydration and water to be in places where you think it would never be. That man is so powerful and wonderful. He thinks about everything. I guess that's why, I don't know, I ain't gonna crack no jokes, but it is what it is. Watermelon is everything. I'm shaking the table. Yes, absolutely. So, watermelon and seedless is good for you too. Seedless watermelon, make sure you look this up, has more lycopene than watermelons with seeds. Okay? Now, the seeds are very beneficial, the black seeds, but the actual watermelons that are seedless have more lycopene, Lycopene, than any other watermelon. And that protects your heart. Now, who can't deal with that? All right, so what we're going to do with this watermelon that we put into the blender, okay? Putting some watermelon in the blender. We're going to put it and puree it. Okay, so you guys going to hear me puree as I clean up, because this is just a mess. Hey everybody, how you doing? We're pureeing some watermelon right now. And you want to make sure that you got small pieces, okay? When you get into your blender. Don't do what Miss Miko did, okay? That's the real talk. So we're blending. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make some watermelon water. And you can put this in the refrigerator and your family can drink this all day. Your kids are going to love it. It's better than juicy juice. It's better than the lunchbox juices. All that goofy stuff, right? Yes. Y'all, the watermelon is powerful. So we want to blend this until it's just all, I want to make sure, okay, all right, so we have our watermelon blended so good. It should look like this, okay? And I'm going to clean up the station, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do next, okay? So we're going to add a little flavor. Some people like to have their watermelon juice with the puree or the pulp in it. I'm going to serve it to my children, so I have a 16-year-old that get funny about everything, even my 22-year-old. So I have to watch some of the things I give them, but they're sure going to test it today. Because they don't know. Mama's not playing about this diet, baby. I'm not playing. I'm test running some actual recipes that can be good for me. And we're highlighting today the star ingredient that we're going to use in the main dish that we're using. This is not it, baby. So go ahead and share this. We're going to learn something today. So remember that watermelon is a superpower food. Not only that, ladies, guess what? It burns fat like crazy. A lot of superstars, they'll start drinking watermelon water because it burns fat. And that's why Africans were so athletic and beautiful and lean and ready to just get it in. You know? And we have some big boned women now, don't get me wrong. There's all parts of Africa. There's different shapes and everything. So do not think otherwise. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is strain this juice. As soon as I find my strainer. Yes, child. I'm going to strain this juice. Okay. I'm going to strain it. So after you blend it, we don't want no pulp in it. We're going to strain it. Now you don't want to push the pulp through. Just allow the watermelon juice to do its thing. It'll start to seep through and you'll get it out there. It takes a little patience. Yes. Well, it's not so much seedless that I'm using because we know about the vegetables, but you can look it up. There's actual seeds in the so-called seedless in it. So I do know of a lot of man-made vegetables, just like there's a lot of vegetables that's over in China and they dye it. I was in China and they were making bread out of cardboard. Literally, listen to me. There was a district in China that I couldn't go to because they sold a lot of fake food to Americans or Westerners. They call us Westerners when we visit over there because we come from the West part. And they make fake food. So yes, there's a lot of fake food out there. But there is such a thing, and it is real, vegetable of, well, not vegetable, but fruit that has very small seeds, just like the cucumbers. And I introduced you guys to the English cucumbers. So it's very, very important. Yes, girl, they made bread out of cardboard. Yes, they did. I don't know about this music. I'm gonna have to change this right here. This not agreeing with me. They went into a whole nother thing right there. Yes, girl, they made cabbage out of plastic, and you could actually watch that video online of them making fake foods. Garlic doesn't originate in China. There's a man that got busted for making a lot of fake garlic and sold it to the United States in bulk to a lot of grocery stores. They have I want to say it's on Netflix. I'm not sure, but they have a situation, series where a man went around the world to see scam artists, food scam artists, and he went around to plants and agricultural and chicken hen and saw how they was mistreating chickens, and it was a whole series on that, and it was really good. So I advise you guys to really check out your food. Yes, absolutely. They had a thing on white rice that was plastic and chipped. Absolutely. It's on Netflix. Absolutely, guys. But the watermelon that I'm talking about does have seeds. So I'm going to show you. But they call it seedless watermelon because the other one that has black seeds, do you see those seeds? Those are seeds. This is a real watermelon, baby. I don't feed nothing stupid to my kids. But they call them seedless watermelons. And guess what? Once in a while, you'll catch a black seed or two in there. Yes, you will. But the black seeds, when you see the black seeded watermelon, it doesn't have as much lycopene as this watermelon. So just pay attention. There are some fruits. Also, another thing you can pay attention to is the sticker that's on there. I forgot, but a good friend of mine let me know that to pay attention to the stickers on the food. It'll let you know if it's man-made or if it's a real vegetable. So I'm gonna look that information up so we can actually know about that. That's good information for us to talk about. Absolutely. So as you can see, this watermelon is straining, and we have all this pulp of the watermelon. And you don't want to push it because we don't want the pulp to seep through the little holes. So we just kind of want it to wait. But this is what you have right here, right? So I'm going to take this and put this to the side. And this is powerful. This juice right here is powerful now. Listen to what I'm saying. Natural. God gave this to us. All right? It originated from south part of Africa. We came over on the slave boats, y'all, with this in our pockets, the seeds and everything. And it started popping up everywhere. Right now, China is the #1 maker where they produce watermelon. Yeah, they do. So right now we have a little watermelon juice, and you could serve it just like this. You could have served it with the pulp, or you could be as fancy as Miss Meek was gonna be. I'm gonna add just a tang of lime juice in there. Yep. And sometimes if you don't have a sweet watermelon, which hopefully you will, you can add a little sugar, but I'm on a diet, so we're not on that. We're just gonna strain a little lime juice in here. Just a little bit. Okay. We did a half a lime. Stand around that flavor. That's all. This is all natural. No sugar added, no nothing. For who needs a juicy juice? Girl, please. So what you do is Get you a glass. Yes, child. Put a couple of mint leaves in there. Okay. I mean, you getting fancy. Your husband's outside in the garage and he's getting the car together because y'all can't afford to take it to the shop. Y'all know what I'm talking about? You know, all of a sudden your man becomes a mechanic. Girl, you know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and put a couple of cubes of watermelon in there for him. You know how this goes. And we go ahead and slice a little lime. We're going to get fancy for him. Because he working so hard, you know. Or your kids. You know how this goes. Your kids, they got their friends over. You want to show out and you the best mother in the world. Now, you can rim this with some sugar if you like to. But we're not going to do that. All right, so now we're going to pour the juice in there. I had to put it in a smaller container. Ooh, it's got messy. All right, so I'm going to have a taster come in and see how they like that. Now, that's a beautiful drink out of the watermelon. Now, this is all nutrients. Superpower food, all antioxidant. Who needs a juicy juice? Can y'all say amen? Can I get some more likes? Can you tell me if you like that idea? And we're going to move on to the next. Hey, Stormy, Nika, somebody. I need somebody to come test this. Yep, you sure can. If you want to make it more powerful, you can add coconut water. You can actually add flavor to it. Absolutely, y'all. Cut up all the watermelons you can and let it happen. So I'm going to let them taste this. This is a beautiful drink. Again, go ahead. I should have put a straw in it, but it's cool. Absolutely.
Okay.
Taste it. Don't be lying talking about something inspired. You just probably saying it because I'm your mama or something. I don't know.
It's good. You can taste everything in it. I like that.
That's all watermelon juice. That's no sugar in it, no nothing. So we're going to say no to tea and everything else. We can drink some more of it.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, well, go ahead and finish that off because I'm not finishing it. We on live. All right, the next thing you could do, check this out. Let me show you how powerful the watermelon is, okay? What we're going to do is, in this ingredients, we actually need some watermelon juice. And we're still in the Mediterranean. We ain't done, y'all. I'm telling you, you better share this because this is the power of watermelon right here, okay? The next thing we're going to do with this watermelon juice before we say goodnight, we're going to prepare our nightly mask. That's right, ladies. How good is yogurt on the skin? It's an antibiotic, antioxidant. And then we have the superpower juice, all natural. I'm talking about, baby, we finna whip up a mask. We're going to put it in the refrigerator. We cook it for our husband, our kids. And when we get ready to do our beauty regimen at night, we're going to put our watermelon mask on. That's right. I'm going to do it, baby. So let me show you how to do this. Yeah, this is all about beauty, baby. Feeding your body from the inside out. All natural right here. So the ratio to this mask is 1-to-1. So if you do a spoonful of something, you're going to have to do a spoonful of juice. You know, that's how it goes. Now you can get fancy on Miss Miko and say, I did 1 tablespoon and I did 4 millimeters and I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets. We eyeball stuff around here. All recipes will be found on the website. You guys, I'm doing this to start fundraising for From the Streets Ministry. I have so much good news for you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. If you would like to see more videos, please like and share these videos because it helps me to promote and keep going for From the Streets Ministry. All right, so we're going to take a little tablespoon, not a tablespoon, the same ratio. And we're going to mix that right on up. And guess what I just made? Yogurt has lactic acid, Lactic. You know I can't pronounce nothing. Don't quote me, but I know what I'm talking about. You better understand that. I have just created one of the most best, refreshing, natural masks in the world. Listen to what I'm saying. I could put this in a bottle, y'all, and sell this tomorrow. Only if you can get it fresh, because you'll know it'll go bad by the time it get to you. So I'm teaching you how to do something naturally, right? Because we're going into a holistic world where we're trusting what God already told us in Genesis. Everything you need is in greens and herbs. Isn't this a beauty? So tonight I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gonna take a picture. Make sure you follow me and subscribe and like, and you'll see this picture of this funny mask on my face tonight on the community wall. So that's the power of watermelon, guys. There's so much you can do. It is so much you can do. So remember, we made watermelon sorbet. Oh, well, we didn't make it yet. Tomorrow we're gonna make it. Now we're getting ready to make the salad for tonight. So I told my children, y'all, we still got some chicken and rice in the refrigerator. Y'all can have that and a salad on the side. They said, Mama, what kind of salad? I said, a watermelon salad. My baby likes it. My oldest daughter know how to snap on this thing. She got her own twist. And one of the twists that she brought me to mind was the type of olives, Mama, that Greece has. I said, well, what kind of olives is it? She said, I said, just bring me a can of olives. She says, no, Mama. To make it for the Greek salad, because we're in our Mediterranean diet, we're going to need pitted, Kalamata, Greek, oh, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you see the name. I know what I'm talking about. Greek olives. They're dark, and they're so powerful. Oh, my God. So we're making a salad today, and I'm telling you guys what the ingredients we have. But again, the whole recipe will be on the website, okay, y'all? So, yes, we're going to need some Greek olives with this watermelon nice and cubed up. And then we're going to need some feta cheese, okay? You can get non-lactose feta cheese or any other feta cheese that you like. And you're also going to need some actual red onions, but make sure you slice them real thin. You want them real thin, thin as you can, culinary style. This is from the street style, but we made it. That's all that matters. And the next thing we're going to need is our dressing. But we're going to make it from home, honey. That's right. Ain't no running to the store to get a dressing. You know how to do this thing. We're going to need a whisk bowl. We're going to need some olive oil. And then we're going to need some red wine vinegar. That's right. I'm so excited for this salad. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. Oh, and we also going to need some lemon juice. I forgot. Let me get some. I do have a lemon here. Let me slice a little lemon so I can get some juice out of that. We need a lemon too. Another thing that we're going to need that I know we talked about is a cucumber that I didn't dice up, but I'm going to dice up when I'm talking to you guys, okay? But we first going to make this dressing. That's what we're going to do. Yes, we are. So let me get my measurements on. Yes, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So we need 1/4 of olive oil. All right, and then we're going to need, I think, a tablespoon or a teaspoon, or we're going to need a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, that's right, y'all, of some red wine vinegar. I think I want to double up, so I'm going to double up on this dressing. We're going to do 2/4, which is a 1/2 cup. And we're going to do 4 teaspoons, 1, 2, 3, 4. A little tainch more. Okay? So now we're making our dressing for our Mediterranean Greek salad. Our Mediterranean watermelon Greek salad. That's what we're on. And then we need a little salt. Just a little bit. Because I'm on a diet. And you have to watch, even though there's some recipes that tell you you might need something else. You have to think about your health, and you may have to omit some things, okay? So I don't have no high blood pressure or nothing, But I just want to watch myself because I've been going through the inflammation stage of what you call menopause. I'm just now learning this. And I'm not trying to get thick, baby. I want to look great in 50, honey. You feel me? I can't do it. So that's all you guys need. It's a little olive oil, some red wine vinegar, and a little salt. Okay? We're going to whisk that up. And after we whisk it up, we're going to sit it to the side and let all that marinate. Because that is our dressing for this salad. Yes, honey. Ooh. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. But I'm going to squeeze a little. That's what I'm going to do. I want to squeeze a little lemon juice. That's why I said, let me get a little lemon. It's something about limes and lemons and about certain things. So I put a little lemon in there. Whisk that up too. To give it some acidity, even though we're going to have watermelon. That's what really gives you the vitamin C take. All right, guys. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's like a tang. It's like so good. Now, also in this recipe, we need a little cucumber. Okay, so we're going to slice up a little cucumber because we're going to need this. I like to leave my skins on. I'll wash the cucumber very good. Make sure you wash your stuff, okay? And cucumber has a lot of water in it too. So you want to cube this. I can't find my other knife, so I'm dealing with this little knife, knowing I need my other knife. My chopper. We're going to keep the show going. How about that? You know how you be in your kitchen, you ain't got the right utensil, but you make it happen. It is what it is. I'm not no professional chef. I'm Miko. You are in Miko's kitchen. And this is reality. So I want to kind of cube this up. You know, bite size. You know, you got to think about when you cut up stuff, what it's going to feel like in somebody's mouth. You know, sometimes you don't want too much of a bite. You just want a little bite. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be thinking. Big chunks. Some people be cooking and make big chunks of stuff. Big people be putting whole onions and stuff. Girl, I be like, did you cut your vegetables up? Talk about gardening chunky. Lord have mercy. So I'm going to put this on the side because we're going to use a cucumber in this. OMG. How many of you guys like watermelon salad? So I saw somebody say, I love a watermelon salad. I love it too. Have you ever grilled watermelon? OMG. I can remember when I first made this salad. Terrence was ready to grill for the neighborhood as usual, always inviting his boys over. He was always on the grill in the backyard. And so I wanted a different type of side, right? Because I was always responsible for the sides. So listen to me, little mama. This is what you do when people tell you got to go to a barbecue and you know you ain't got no money or you really ain't trying to make no real sides. You just want to slide through the barbecue. Whip this up. This a wow one. I'm telling you. So when I started making this in the kitchen, Terrence said, you always trying to make a white person salad. What is that? Don't nobody eat that? And that's why we as black folks, we're afraid to get out and eat other things. Because it's not black. That's what we say. What kind of food is that? She over there cooking white people food. Girl, I'm not trying to have high blood pressure my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know the chicken and everything loaded with salt. You know, when me and barbecue, baby, it's going down. They the seasoning kings, all right, Jack. Whole meat be salty as hell. But I've come across some brothers that really know how to cue, honey, darling. Yes, I do. All right, so we need that, our feta cheese, our onions, and our olives. And so what we're going to do is get ready to mix and toss that up, okay? Oh, that's the wrong ball. I got a little watermelon. I'm sorry. We're going to toss that up. We're going to toss it up, and then we're gonna plate, guys. We learned a lot about the watermelon. How many people gonna try that watermelon juice instead of serving their kids The juicy juice. Honey, girl, you better go buy them watermelons. If you're in the Midwest like me, they don't sell like a big dog. Do you have a good processor? I have a, what you call it, an osterizer. And I also have what you call, this is what I'm using. And I also have, I forgot the name of this thing, but this is my juicer right here. You begin with an N. Ninja blade, ninja. I got some ninjas around here too. Just depends on what I'm doing. All right, so now we're getting ready to mix up our ingredients. Okay. And this is mixing time. Before we plate. And this is all you got to do, little mama. I'm telling you, just throw this together and pop up at the backyard party, girl. You're going to be the talk of the party. Watch, see what I tell you. Listen to me now. And y'all, we need some mint as well. The mint and the watermelon go so well together. So we're going to chop up a little mint too and put it in there. It's so fresh to death. And of course, me, I'm going to add some lemon juice to it because I'm fresh to death. I'm so fresh. Now while I'm sitting over here, my leaves want to do its own thing, okay? So we're going to chop up a few of these weak leaves that just wilted on the side while I'm talking to y'all. But y'all, I love fresh herbs. It's a beautiful thing to have fresh herbs. How many people got a fresh herb garden? If you have a backyard, man, Joe. It's important to start growing your herbs and your fruits and your vegetables. You'd be surprised how much money you can save throughout the year and what you can make. You guys keep buying seasonings from McCormick. And you guys can make all the seasonings in your backyard. Fresh seasonings at that. So we're going to just chop up a little mint. Oh, God, when you press and cut it, you really can smell it now. I wish there was a smell cam so you guys can smell the food. Push a button and the food come out through the screen. Something. I'd like to see all that. So we just want some fresh mint. That's key. Because you can get dried mint, but it don't look too pretty. But don't do like Miss Miko and have it sitting out while you're doing a cooking show so the leaves are wilt. But it still has power. And remember, when the leaves start wilting, and say for instance, you could get your dehydrator and you can dry the leaves and actually grind them and pulverize them and make your own seasons like I was saying. So now we got grounded, or you could dry them and just chop it up in small, tiny leaves and sprinkle the mint on any dish that you are trying to cook. So when you're dealing with the Mediterranean diet, you need a lot of mint, a lot of feta cheese, a lot of Lebanon cheese, a lot of fresh vegetables, a lot of olives, a lot of spinach, and lots of olive oil. So I'm on a search of a good olive oil now because I'm finding out some things about olive oil. So I want to share that information with you guys on the educational side. So again, guys, the recipes can be found on FromTheStreetsMinistry.com. I appreciate you for coming in. So we got our fresh mint. Okay, and all we're doing is getting ready to mix this. We got our cucumbers, our watermelon, our mint. We're going to put in some olives, Greek olives. And we're going to put our actual onions in there. And we're getting ready to toss this before we plate it. Okay. All right. Then we're going to go in and put our feta cheese in it. And when I say they're going to like the salad, OMG. And then don't, oh my God, don't have grilled watermelon off the chain. So we can serve this just like this. Everybody can be like, girl, that's so pretty, girl. Girl, that's so pretty, girl. Girl, you made that, girl? Yes, I did, girl. I slaved in the kitchen, girl. So again, anybody that's just joining, we are on a Mediterranean kick in the month of September. We're finding dishes that we like. We're finding things that we can do with the vegetables that we chop up and put in our recipes. And today we talked about the watermelon, the superpower food, the watermelon, which has more lycopene than tomatoes. Okay? And that's an antioxidant as well. It lowers blood pressure, helps you with your blood pressure situation. We learned that today. Less risk of a heart attack. Helps your joints because it's going to prevent inflammation. I mean, the benefits are off the chain. And we made watermelon juice. Yeah. We're prepping for watermelon sorbet or ice cream, 10th child. And tonight we're going to put on our watermelon yogurt mask. Oh, I'm putting that on for the whole month of September. That's going to be my thing. Watermelon's going to be my drink, and that's going to be my mask. All right, y'all. So now we're getting ready to dress it and move it around. You know, toss it up a little bit. Get all these ingredients. We're going to use. And that's why we can't plate the same bowl that we're mixing. Because this thing could get messy, right? You don't want to serve that part. You just want to move the vegetables around and the fruits and the good stuff. All right, y'all remember that good dressing that we made? We're going to go ahead and pour that on there. I'm going to add a few more olives. Yes, child. Then I'm going to squeeze some lemon on there for freshness. Now, that's us just prepping, okay? We'll move that around a little bit. Add a little more. Oh, sorry, guys. Add a little bit more olives to it because I like olives. Yes. All right. So we're getting ready to plate. Okay. Let's put this to the side. And we're getting ready to plate, baby. Let me clean my surface area. So I really enjoy you guys coming through and watching the show. I thank you for supporting me, liking it, and giving me some great feedback. I appreciate that. I do. All right, for this watermelon salad, we're going to get fancy on them. All right, so baby girl, when you are getting ready to serve or go to this backyard party, we want to make sure we do it right, honey. It didn't take much, but just the little things, darling. It's the little things, darling. It is the little things, darling. Okay? It's the little things, baby. So what we're going to do is that salad that we tossed up, and it is so good and juicy, we're going to put that in there. Yes, before we put the saran wrap on there. We got this barbecue to go to. We're going to have a little left over for the family at home. They're going to be okay. Oh, yes, darling. Your girlfriend said, come on over, bring a bottle of wine. We got to get back to sisterhood, ladies. Instead of texting your friends and calling them, drop on by with a glass of wine. Yes, darling. Now, we're not done because we got to make sure everything looks good, darling. Yeah, we got to add a little bit more of these wilted leaves. That's what we got to do. We got to do that. And we're going to crumble up a little bit more cheese on top because they thought we was playing with them. Yeah, sprinkle. You can sprinkle a little pepper, sprinkle a little salt on there if you want to, but I'm going to go all natural because I'm on a diet. Okay. That's what it is, baby. And you didn't know how to. How about going on to your in-laws' house and it's a summer barbecue and you know your mother-in-law don't like you, but show up with this. I bet you she get her mind right. She gonna say, "Now you married a fine young lady." Now when I did this, y'all, when Terrence said, "You always trying to make white people dishes," I got all my niggas in the backyard. They don't eat nothing like this, right? I said, "Boy, get out of my way." I kept on cooking and I cut up the watermelons. They was looking all pretty, girl. He kept coming back into the kitchen looking at me. He said, "You cut it like that?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Give me a piece." He said, I gave him a piece. I said, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a winner. Girl, I ain't listening to my old man. He always talking crazy. You focus on the meat, baby. And I focus on what's going on inside. You know what I'm saying? So I want my guys to eat good too. So, you know, when you from the streets, all we do, we eat bad stuff. So here I come, white girl, gangster. Baby, when I set that watermelon out there, I only went into the kitchen for a few minutes. When I came back out, the guys done dogged the watermelon salad. Did you hear me? There wasn't no crumb left for me. I'm so glad I had a bowl in the kitchen. I was mad as hell. It wasn't nothing but a second. They came back and said, "Mika, that shit was fire. What is that again? I'm telling my old lady to make that. I like the taste. Fresh and stuff. What you put in there?" And from then, I was hooked to a watermelon salad. So it could be a summer day and my daughter could start cooking because my oldest daughter, she likes to cook too. And baby, she came across this recipe with the Greek olives. Because it's all sorts of watermelon salads out there. And when she came across this one, I said, I'm going to feature this. So this watermelon salad is called the Storm. And you're going to find the actual recipe on FromTheStreetsMinistry.com. Yes. Hey, girls. I want you guys to come taste this salad. So let's get some tasters. And let's see what they think. Y'all grab some forks. But y'all know what y'all gonna eat for dinner, right? Let's see. Where Nina at? Yes, y'all. So I'm finna serve my babies and let's see what they like. I know my baby, my youngest baby, probably sleep. All right, thank you, baby. Taste this. Nene up or she sleep?
She's up.
Y'all, this is wonderful. So what do you think about it? Do you think you'll be able to make this? You'll like to make this? Ooh. Grab a fork, baby. Here you go. The superfood, y'all. Look at that.
It's good. It's
So
not
let's
better
see.
than mine,
It's not better than yours. But
it's a little competition.
it's a little competition. Well, you guys, thank you for joining. You know, I got my little baby. She like, what's on it? She see white stuff. So you gonna try it? Mmm. Mmm. So, I want to say, I think it need a taint of salt. I didn't want to put too much salt in it because I definitely don't need that. So again, thank you all for coming through. This is so good. Yes, but I'm not adding that. Remember, we're staying in the Mediterranean diet now. So this is why we're doing this. So we're doing Mediterranean diet, and this is one of the Greek salads. And they use watermelon for it, so it's pretty cool. But yes, I love strawberries and peaches. Oh my God. Mmm. Mmm, mmm, mmm. It's so fresh. It's so good. Mmm. Well, y'all, this is my dinner. Well, my kids gonna have chicken and rice and a side of salad. Thank you for joining, and I hope I see you all soon. Thank you, and I hope you try it. And if you do, let me know, okay? Until we see each other again, y'all be easy. Yeah. Walnuts. Yeah, a little crunch. Ooh, we gonna snap, y'all. Send me the pictures of them salads. You know how we know how to make things taste better. I love y'all. Thank